Sometimes golfers can be seen as magpies, especially this one. What's in Gaz's bag? Let's do it.
Let's do it now.
Great shot. Hi everyone, James Robinson here guys. First things first, I would like to warmly welcome Gaz back to the channel.
How are we doing, guys?
Gaz, are you well?
Really good, yeah.
What a day we've got for it here. The sun's out, the birds are chirping, and Gaz has got some new clubs again in his bag.
Pubs are open as well.
Pubs are open as well. What a day. What a time to be alive. So guys, if you are new to the channel, then welcome. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back, and thank you ever so much for the continued support. Today we're going to play a few holes with Gaz. I say play a few holes, you might notice a bit of swelling there. I've injured myself again, so hopefully we're not out for too long. But Gaz has jumped in because he said, James, I've got a fantastic idea for you. I've been at it again. So,
well, this is your fault this time.
Again?
Well, you asked me to play golf and I'd left my clubs at work, so I put a bag of clubs together from James's office, and I've strolled across a couple of woods and a driving area that I'm really liking.
And there's a few, well, even the bag's different, but we'll get to that. So guys, if you don't know Gaz, make sure you do go over and check out Gary Martin Golf on YouTube. That channel's doing really well, mate, isn't it?
Yeah, really doing well. I'm enjoying doing it as well. Good,
and that's the main thing. So we'll start with the drive, but we'll let him hit it first because the pressure's really on now. You can't keep changing your clubs and not play well.
Well, no, that's it. And we'll explain a little bit why this is in the bag actually, because there's a bit more to it than just liking it.
Yeah. The good news for you today though, guys, you can't lose.
Well, that is good news. There's no pressure. I'm going to aim at them bunkers.
I drove this the other day, just saying.
All right, thanks for that. No pressure.
Great shot. Stay there.
Just on that right edge at fairway.
Yeah, that's fine. That's actually good, mate, because it opens yourself up to that flag. So we've done a little bit of filming on this hole already, so he knows where to go. That's brilliant. Should probably say, guys, as well, huge thanks to Gaz for supplying us with these microphones. A lot of people always comment on these videos and say, James, the audio is terrible, it's rubbish, it's horrendous. And I always think you're being a bit harsh, but Gaz has lent us these microphones to see if these can improve it. So if they do, guys, get in the comments below and make sure you let us know, and throw a like on the video so I can actually afford them. Right. So Gaz, new driver, talk to us. It's a Callaway.
It's the Epic Speed.
Right.
I love the shape of the head, so you could say it's a mid-handicap driver.
Just realised that the engine isn't going to help us, so I'll let you talk.
It's the Epic Speed, and and what really attracts me is the aesthetics of the drive. When I put it down, and I think there's a lot to be said for look. If you like the look of something, you're going to enjoy playing with it.
Definitely.
So that was the first thing that drew me to this one. Out of all the clubs in your room, I actually like the look of it, but then actually, performance-wise, I do feel like it's longer than my ping.
What shaft are we rocking in there?
It's a light stiff.
Yeah.
So believe it or not, I've been good at gym a lot. I'm feeling very strong, but I'm feeling a bit less flexible. I don't feel like I've got the club speed I used to have, and I think this is really helping me. Right.
What makeup have we got? What?
So it's on a 9 degree.
Yeah.
Sorry, 9.5 degree, and it's just a standard head.
See, I like that. I prefer that than the Sub-Zero, to be honest.
I honestly
or the low spin, should I say?
Find this a more attractive head than a Sub-Zero, and I really like the low handicapper looking clubs, but I think this one, and I think you might agree, guys, if you've compared both the heads, I think this is the more, the better looking head. Yeah,
it's got that Air Cyclone technology, they're calling it. I can also spy another head cover in there, which we'll get to in a minute. But
and just on a final note, it's not that spinny. You'd think that you'd need to get the LS, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
But I can control the ball flight with this, and it's brilliant. I can't say any more.
It's a forgiveness as well, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Nice head cover as well in them, I think.
It is.
Always helps, Gaz, doesn't it? So guys, that is a fair. Oh, I've caught the camera on the floor there. That's not ideal, but that is a fairway hit, and it's a little bit wet underfoot because we've had a lot of rain. Thoughts?
I don't think I'd have used my ping driver on that hole.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of confidence with this one now, so I am pulling it out a bit more.
Would it have been over with Phil the pheasant if you would have done?
I'll tell you what a lot of people won't realise as well is it's actually 1 inch shorter than standard.
Right.
Yeah, so I did some testing with standard length and 1 inch shorter, and I found that I was hitting the middle of this club a lot more.
Yeah. So even though you're 50, 60 yards behind where I would be. I'm joking. So we're obviously within kind of wedge zone here, guys.
Yeah.
The wedges the same. That Cleveland one isn't yours. That's
Yeah.
the video I've done today.
I haven't changed the wedges, so I'm still using the SM8, the Vokies.
Yeah.
I'm a bit of a traditionalist.
You can't
so
really beat a Vokie, can you?
I don't think you can. Some people will disagree, but
we don't talk to those people, guys, do we?
I've not measured distance here. I'm a bit guilty of that, so I'm going to hit this based on a bit of feel.
I reckon you've 870.
70.
Nice. That could spin in to be lovely.
Oh, a little bit long.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. The strike was good, nice divot.
Yeah.
Is this an area of your game that you've been working on, Gaz, or is it something to...
I have actually been working on swing lengths for distance control, but you need to actually measure the distance for that to work. So,
we're guilty, there's someone behind us and we're trying to rush, aren't we? But we don't like holding people up. Right, Gaz is seeing this as a birdie up, he's running towards the green. What putter have we got, Gaz? We did a video on this actually.
yeah, so I'm using the PXG one and done.
Yeah.
I think it's exceptionally engineered, and I wanted a really good quality putter, but I didn't want to get a Scotty Cameron. I wanted something a bit different.
Which is strange for you, because we always had a bit of a Scotty Cameron thing,
I
didn't we?
love Scotty Camerons, but I just want something that not everybody's got, and maybe there's other people like that. You want something a bit different, and it were a bit of a similar price point, about $350. I'm not going to take my glove off here. I know I might look a bit of a...
Is there any reason behind that, or...?
It's certainly not... No, I'm just too lazy.
Come on, one and done. Left hand low as well.
Come on. Hey, I'll tell you what.
Maybe that was the answer all along, just keep your glove on.
Yeah.
That was wonderful. Show us that putter. I'm going to look at it even more depth now. Check that out. So if you want to hole every single putt you ever take, Gaz.
One and done.
One and done. That's a terrible advert. Well, what back here, Gaz? What ball are you using?
This is one... I always use a Pro V. I'm only testing this because James has told me how long this Chrome Soft X
Because
is.
you found him in my office.
And there's a bit of that as well.
Oh dear. 1 under through one.
1 under.
What? I can't believe that's in the bag as well. I didn't realise that was in there. We're gonna.
This, yeah. So
what? Talk us through that. We've got time there.
You might be surprised, guys, because that's what I usually carry, a U500.
Yeah.
Which I really like. It's really solid, but...
Is that an iron head cover? Sorry, mate.
You put me on the spot here.
I'm off. Yeah. Guys, find Roger Steele on Instagram and just show him that.
An iron head cover and a glove for putting.
Wow.
Terrible scenes. But no, on a serious note, this G410 driving iron, and have they brought a G425 out now?
Yeah, they have, mate. Yeah.
I really enjoyed the forgiveness in it.
The 425 is black as well. It looks a bit nicer and a bit smaller, but...
Yeah, well, I mean, I just found that it gave me the confidence to hit it harder, because, we get to longer irons and you try and hit everything hard, don't you? And I just felt that were a little bit more forgiving, almost a bit bigger sweet spot than Titleist.
I think people almost presume that because you're a pro, because you got to a very good handicap and now teach people for a living, that you should use kind of full blades and you don't need a driving iron, you should just have a bladed 3 iron, and that's not how good golfers see things. You want to make it as easy as possible for yourself.
I think everybody should see it as percentages, and what's the high percentage shots, and they're the shots you should be playing more of.
Definitely. Right, next hole, you can drive the next one, Gaz, as well. Well, I could.
I'm gonna hit a 5-wood, I think.
Yeah? I can talk through that as well, because that's another one which, you've changed things up, but you've not changed for the latest and greatest.
No, and I've gone for 5-wood because having tested it, I just feel so much more versatility.
You saw my video, didn't you?
Have you talked about it?
So I take it you must have seen the video.
Well, I haven't, but, I do agree. You told me you'd done a video, we just had a little off-camera convo, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
But I've left it in the same position you obviously tested it, and it's in -1, so it's a forward loft.
Yeah, neutral face.
I just feel like that it shows more loft and just inspires you. I can cut it up, I can play draws.
And not only that, but as Gaz was saying about the driver, the shaft length, so it's obviously a 5-wood shaft length, and there's a video I did last year on the channel, and I tested that against the Epic, it was the Epic Flash, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Against the Epic Flash 3-wood. That was way more consistent, I hit more fairways with it, and it wasn't that far behind, it was a couple of yards, if that. Tell you what, Gaz, for this shot, I'm going to give you a little bit of special dispensation, and we're going to go from over there.
Right, okay.
Because you can hit the green with this, and I think with a good one you will do.
I'm just to give you a bit more of an insight,
Keep
guys.
coming, son, come on, up here.
I'm going to move you in here.
Oh, I never said go closer.
If I'd got my 3 wood here, I'd be reluctant to try and put, you know, a big shape on it because
Yeah.
I'd be scared of turning it over.
Yeah, but this lot, it's almost like the 10th hole at the Masters. They all say that they do this, don't they? Let me just get me.
But yeah, with the loft on here, I'm not scared of, you know, turning it over too much because it's going to pop up in the air a little bit more backspin.
Right, guys, 1 under through 1. Let's see what you can do.
So I'm even going to call it here. I'm going to play a slinging draw here.
Yep.
As I said, I would not play this with a 3 wood. I'd be scared of turning it
So
over
the
too
line
much.
is over there.
Look at that for a flight.
I'll tell you now, that was so much lower than what I anticipated.
Well, yeah, I've got to admit, it's a strong flight for a 5 wood.
If anything, that's a little bit too far right. You could have slung it more, but you don't really know the course that well, do you? So
Not as well as you.
not as well as me. Not many people do, I think, at the moment. So happy with that. Do you reckon that could be one of those clubs that never really leaves you, couldn't it?
Honestly, I was practicing with this. I was playing slicers, draws, knocking it down,
Tops,
hitting
fins.
it up. I can do all sorts
I
with
was
it.
kind of hoping it'd never leave my office, but it has done now. So I suppose we just move on, don't
We
we?
haven't even had that conversation yet, guys. I'm hoping you don't want it back.
Oh, we're going to do a...
Oh, sorry.
It's all right, mate. Well, you can get it now. Guys, what are your thoughts on the microphones? What are your thoughts on the audio? I think it's coming out well.
I don't know if
keep
it'll
checking
be
it.
up to your quality, though.
Well, everyone says it's rubbish, so. So we'll test the audio a little bit while we're on the buggy and see if it comes out any good. What is your favourite club in the bag now? We've had a good look through what you've changed.
I would say my 5 wood,
Yeah.
and I think it'll be the one that I use so much more because I've never used my 3 wood apart from off a tee.
Yeah.
But I feel now on par 5s I'll be a lot more tempted to use it.
To be honest, I'm really looking forward to seeing you hit more drivers because when we grew up playing,
Yeah.
your best golf was when you were smashing it. I mean, you used to hit it miles.
Yeah.
You used to hit it past me. Oh, you used to hit it past me every single time. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
I think you
It's
put
nowhere
length
near
on,
now.
if I'm being honest.
I think I probably have. But also, anyway, it's not
there.
a competition, guys, is it? It's up
Oh,
here,
it's
look.
there.
It's up here. That's a great shot. It's
Not
opened it up
bad.
lovely.
I think I'm going to check the distance on this one, see if there's a 1 under.
Yeah, isn't it funny how we get a score going and we actually start doing what we should be doing? See if he tries this. This will be the next one in, I promise. 100%.
50 yards.
Tell you what, guys,
What
mate,
is
I've
it?
been testing that today.
50
If
yards.
you can't get close with that, you shouldn't be playing golf.
Right, I'll try this one then.
It's so easy, this.
Which
This is the next one.
I know what swing length to use with a 50. Is it a 54?
56.
It would be shoulder height to shoulder height with
Yeah.
mine.
You want to land it just short right, don't you?
Yeah.
Check that out.
Oh,
That's good, mate, from there, the rough.
bad, not bad.
That's the next addition to the bag.
I'll tell you what.
I really enjoy, you know what, and I've neglected testing that for some time, but I've actually really enjoyed testing it today. It just,
That's-
there's something about it in there that just
It
sits.
sits nice, and I'll tell you, it looks well as well.
Yeah.
If that's going to look well in bag. And I have plenty of forgiveness. It's not often you get a forgiving club that looks well. is
No,
it?
and that's exactly why I've enjoyed it today. But right, see if you can make another birdie. One and done.
One and done. Doesn't matter where you are on the green, it's one and done.
Oh, he's taken the glove off this time as well.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be the answer.
Right. I'm going to even line it up a
Side
bit.
note, I'll be amazed if your microphone's getting it there. I don't think it is. I think it's gone into sleep mode.
Turn up in the pocket.
No, but is it how far away you are?
Hello? No, it's working.
Oh no, it's me. Sorry. Honestly, the trouble I've had with microphones you would not believe, but
Right. You've got some brakes on these greens, isn't there?
yeah, there is big left to right this one, isn't there?
Yeah.
Could soon be back to level par, guys.
Come on, come down. Come down.
Oh, Gary. Tell you what, mate, you're playing some good golf today.
I like the weight of these greens though, I've got to admit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well done. Par.
Par, yeah.
Very good. Right, guys, we've not done irons yet, so we'll go on a par 3 and check irons out. Anyone wondering what's in here? We can't tell you yet, but we should probably hide that as well. Right, guys, irons. These are the only things I think that haven't changed for at least 6 months.
They've been out a while, these, haven't they, iron blades?
Yeah, we were just saying, are they ready for changing? They probably are. Not that we could talk about it even if we knew, but thoughts on how these have been for you? Did you get these just as we were going down to Bournemouth?
I did. I got them just before Bournemouth. I think I was gaming them in, weren't I, last year? I got them quite late. You know, they've been out a couple of years, I think, by the time I got these.
Yeah.
But what I would say is I went from an AP2, or what is it now called?
T100.
A T100, and I noticed straight away there was a bit less forgiveness in it.
Yeah.
But what I didn't find were good was the ball flight control. I could hit them low, shape them better, and distance control were tighter.
Yeah.
But having not played as much golf, I'm starting to kind of, you know, worry a bit about my ball striking now with these. But...
T400 next, yeah? You might have the right club in your hand there, guys. It's 175 this will be.
I'm going to measure it. It's not often I can get under par, is it?
Is it what rangefinder you're using? Anything in particular?
This is one of yours.
Oh, is it?
A Bushnell V5. 166.
Oh, what did I say? I said 170.
There's all sorts in that bag of yours. I'll not tell them what else is in it.
One thing we haven't touched on. Now, this golf bag sits heavy in a lot of my subscribers' hearts.
Is it a Masters one?
No, it's what I took to the Masters golf trip with Liam. Where's it come from and why has it not got a pocket on there?
So we're out of your office because we went for a round of golf and I'd left my clubs at work. So I just made myself a set of clubs and that was the bag I chose. And
the pocket fell off?
I'm sorry about the pocket.
Brilliant.
Bit of breeze, isn't there?
Have you got a 7?
Yeah.
I mean, this is a hole-in-one flag if ever I've seen one.
What would you be? Would you be in a 7?
I'd be in a 6 here, mate, personally. A little bit to the right.
Yeah, not the best one in the world.
Not your best one. But you are under par, so it's never going to continue, is it? Does that kind of come round to the conversation we're having about forgiveness?
I think so, yeah, I think so. I think I'm a little bit in between clubs as well, if I'm being honest. But it didn't sound very good, did it?
Didn't sound good. No, not
you could
for you
tell
anyway.
I'm not hitting it out the middle.
Usually for you get your irons. They sound sound incredible, but right, guys. Oh, brakes are sharp.
Need the big up and down, don't I?
We do, and so I've said, or should I say, I've asked you what clubs you use, I've asked you what ball you use, I've asked you what your favourite club is in the bag. What's the thing that might go next?
What might have changed next?
Yeah.
I think like we've just mentioned there, I think possibly irons.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to see what Mizuno bring out JPX wise.
I think they're on an MP here, to be fair.
Are they?
Yeah, so it'd be like I don't know what it's going to be called, but like maybe an MP 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
They're always nice and soft, but then would you want the MP blades? Because then we're in the same argument, aren't we?
Definitely not. No, I think I'll be looking for more like JPX forged.
Yeah, or MCC or MMC or whatever.
T100.
Yeah.
I'd always go back to Titleist. I really enjoy it. I've had AP2s, a lot of AP2s.
Have you thought about a hollow body, like an I500 or a P770?
Well, I mean, that driving iron I've got's a hollow body, and I really like that. But I think in the irons, I prefer something a bit more solid.
Yeah. A bit softer.
Softer, yeah.
Right, mate, we've got an interesting chip here, loads of green to work with, so you missed it on the right side.
Use a bit lower loft. Sorry about that, guys.
All right, mate.
Just gone to a 50.
Get that watch time up, you know how it is now.
So, got a little bit of a different technique here to usual as well.
Oh, I'll tell you what.
Oh!
Great effort.
Thank you.
A quick one and done, and I think that's us, mate.
It could be.
So guys, like I said earlier, one thing I'm really looking forward to is seeing Gaz hit driver more. I think it's okay changing clubs every now and then, every couple of weeks, but I think if you've got to play to your strengths, and one thing you've done in the past is move away from your strengths, which is hitting a long drive.
Yeah.
Or hitting a straight drive, should I say.
It's easy to shy away from when you're going through a bad time.
Yeah.
But I think really you should tackle it head on.
Yeah, definitely. Right, speaking of head on, this is for an under par couple of holes. So guys, if Gaz makes this, we've all got to go over and subscribe to Gary Martin Golf.
I'd love that.
What? How many are you on?
Just over 5,500.
This putt might get you to 10,000, Gaz.
Oh God, the pressure. I
mean, to be honest, if you'd outdriven me on that video a few weeks ago, you'd be there now already.
I check it from bottom side now. This is a big putt in my career.
Big putt.
Right, I won't be any longer. You might start unsubscribing. Right, Gaz. Oh, I've left it short.
Gaz! No. I'll give you that, mate. That's in my circle. Gaz, thank you ever so much, mate. Really appreciate that.
Thanks
well played. That's a level par round, so
we'll take that.
Guys, make sure you do get over and check out what Gaz is doing. He's doing some really good content. I'm particularly enjoying what you're doing with Tahid. I think you're doing really well with that. So, apart from that, guys, smash that subscribe button if you haven't done already. I'm hoping to get back out golfing in the next few days myself. And apart from that, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.